So I think it's safe to say that whatever happened with Makarov after this chapter, it's being built up that something happened with him that's going to be pretty impactful to upcoming events, because it's already been pushed a couple different chapters. He's disappeared. Where is he? What's going on? Now we found out that all of the Saint Wizards joined the Magic Council, but he's missing. He's one of the only ones that didn't show up. So it makes you wonder, what happened to Makarov? Is it that he's kidnapped? Did they imprison him without telling the general public? Maybe something to do with Lumen Histore, and he just ultimately got fucked over and like he's sick? Or maybe he's just so embarrassed that he couldn't save anyone that he went into hiding or something like that? That'd be pretty kind of weird and dark, but I can definitely say that the past few chapters have pushed forward just that. Makarov's disappearance is going to be huge. Now, this chapter was mainly as well pushing forward that Wendy has joined the guild, and to be honest with you, I'm guessing that that's setting up that, I think for the most part, to be honest with you, everyone, mostly everyone anyway, are going to eventually return to Fairy Tail. Even though Wendy was like, no, allow me a scale now, I can't return to you. At some given point, they're going to say, you know, go ahead. I mean, even her friend in this chapter was already telling her, I'll be fine. You know, I'm fine with the guild or whatever. So even if she feels a little bit guilty, eventually I think majority of Fairy Tail will get together again. That's probably going to be maybe towards the end or something, but majority of them will. I'm hoping, though, not every single person, because then it will just be like, I was going to say it's going to be a fairy tale, but yeah, you get what I mean. Maybe Erza could stay somewhere, or maybe Elfman, his guilt would lead him to say, you know what, I just can never return. I'm sorry, I just don't feel right returning. But somebody, I think it would be nice if they didn't all return, so that way it could show the impact, you know, was everlasting as far as like people not coming back and Fairy Tail never being completely whole again. And Carla's transformation, I think that was also to add a little bit of age. You know, some people change, even though in this chapter she goes right back into a little cat form, and it's kind of like Panther Lily, you know, how he goes into his adult monster form or whatever. So that's not necessarily like backtracking, kind of like how Natsu got the haircut, because she could transform back and forth, but hopefully it actually has some worth to it, and now she has a little bit better control over her psychic abilities. And then pretty much the ending with this Orochi guild, that they just seem like a pile of assholes, 100,000 pile of assholes are, you know, coming, and they're going to have a fight, and I guess it's going to be the first little glimpse of Natsu's strength. I really hope we get to see a big showcase of what Lucy can do, although it looks like Wendy and Chelia might not even give us the opportunity, because they seem like they're going, and I guess whoever does go to the battlefield, which, again, if it's Wendy and Chelia, maybe we'll see, you know, a glimpse of how strong Wendy's gotten over the time skip or whatever, even though she hasn't changed at all, which it seems that, I'm guessing that's par for the course for pretty much everyone. This 1 year time skip looks like, as far as appearances go, Hiro Mashima just did not want to go all the way and, you know, change character designs, which is really unfortunate. I mean, character design changes is what makes a time skip, you know, exciting. It makes people go, you know, oh man, or whatever. But when you have Wendy looking exactly the same, Natsu's haircut made him look exactly the same, Lucy barely changed to begin with, it's like, yeah, you should have just did something. I thought, honestly, it would have been funny as shit, and at the same time, it would have been cool if Wendy, like, this 1 year time skip just made her look completely like almost an adult or something like that. Or not an adult, but like almost like Lucy and Natsu and them. That would have been funny, and at the same time, it would have been like, oh, okay, you know, she's grown up, and, you know, time skip did something for her. But I think Hiro Mashima just doesn't want to go that route. He just always wants to have every element that you can have to have every fan base in there. You know, the lowly, the shirtless guy, the, you know, hot, big-breasted blonde. He wants all of that in there, so he's not going to go the full distance. And aside from that, yeah, just a setup for the fight with Orochi. I honestly think at this particular point, while it would have been cool to see Natsu or Lucy give a demonstration of their power, it probably will be Wendy and Chelia, and at the very least, we'll get to see what Wendy's learned over the time skip. So, yeah, for the most part, fine chapter, nothing too big. Again, just kind of setting the ground rules of what's happened, you know, since the time skip. Wendy kind of saying, you know, I'm with Lamia's scale now, but you can see that it's half-assed, and if she gets the opportunity or feels like, you know, she's ready, she's definitely going to go back to Fairy Tail. And Makarov's disappearance yet again being pushed forward, that it's going to have some sort of major impact for whatever's to come. So maybe like a 6.5 for this one, fine. I'm not all that impressed by Orochi. We have 100,000 people. Yeah, 100,000 is nothing if you have, like, you know, 5 really strong that can take them all out, especially in Fairy Tail. You know, the series is like, it doesn't matter the numbers. If there's like 5 beastly-ass people and 100,000 crusties, yeah. And let me know your overall thoughts of this chapter, but that's all I have for this review. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you haven't subscribed, if you could do so as well, that'd be amazing. I'm from Neverworld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.